In doing research on eczema, I've heard so many people say that it is incurable, and that is absolutely wrong. I had totally helped my son overcome eczema, and since then have helped many others be able to overcome eczema. So those who've overcome it might have small flare-ups once in a while, and then they just go through the steps of balancing their bodies from the inside out, and eczema just goes away again. So I know that it can be healed, and I know that healing from the inside out is the key to healing your eczema. However, it's also important to make sure you're putting good things on your skin. And that's where I started when I started down the path of healing with my son, is just by taking away all the chemicals, but then figuring out what good things to put on his skin. I've got a free training on dealing with eczema. I'll put the link in the comments and you can head over to that free training. I love it if you liked and subscribed. Talking about the good stuff to put on the skin, when I was looking for really a sanitizer replacement, because I had lots of little kids. I had 6 kids under 8 years old, and right in the middle there was my son who had eczema. And when it was time to eat, I'd pump foam soap onto each of their hands and then lift them up to the sink to wash their hands. But sometimes when that just felt like too much, I'd pull out the big thing of alcohol-based, chemical-laden sanitizer and give everyone a little squirt. And of course, quickly realized that for poor little Caleb, it would just irritate his hands. And I thought, well, this probably isn't really good for any of us. So I started looking at other things that would sanitize, and I was starting to learn about essential oils and realized the benefits of some of these essential oils. And so I used some to put together a solution that worked as a sanitizer and started healing his eczema, which was incredible. So I have this weird little solution that I've put together, and I'm going to share some of the ingredients with you in this video. So I mentioned essential oils. Well, one of the essential oils that I love and always have loved is peppermint. So if I can make something smell fresh and minty, I totally will. And I learned that peppermint initially was good for headaches, but then as I was looking for something that was more antibacterial that could actually sanitize, I looked at some different oils and realized that peppermint is antiseptic and antibacterial. And it's got a cooling effect, which is really soothing, and it's good for acne and rashes. And it also aids in reducing inflammation in the body. So I'm like, score, I can make it smell like peppermint. We're going to go with that. But tea tree kept coming up as far as treating skin conditions. And I know some people will just swear by tea tree essential oil that is so good for helping you overcome eczema. I agree. It's amazing. Sometimes it's called melaleuca. It's got some chemical components to it that are known to be stimulants to your immune system. It reduces and eliminates harmful bacteria on contact, based on studies that have been done. It's been good in treating allergic reactions, eczema, skin rashes, dandruff, acne, athlete's foot. I combined these two because I didn't love the smell of tea tree alone, and I love the smell of peppermint. And combining them has created this really powerful essential oil combination. So if you've ever used essential oils though, you know that you don't generally use essential oils straight. Like you want them diluted. As a matter of fact, on the bottles it says to dilute 1 drop in 3 or 4 ounces of liquid. That's really diluted, right? I started thinking about what could I put these essential oils in order to create that desired germ-killing effect, but also healing effect of the skin. And I came across some studies about aloe vera. And of course, I loved aloe vera. I'm very fair-skinned. So as a child, I would get sunburned all the time, and my mom would have us slather aloe vera on. And I loved it. It was soothing. It felt really good, but it would also feel sticky, and I'd get burned on my face or on my back, and I'd put it on, and then after a little while it would start itching so bad because it was sticky. And I thought, okay, I'd like to use aloe vera because I know the benefits on the skin, but I didn't want the sticky feeling. Aloe vera is so amazing. It does have a cooling effect. It totally creates a protective layer on the skin and helps retain moisture, which is a big deal when it comes to eczema. You've got to retain moisture. It's rich in antioxidants and minerals that help in the healing process. As a matter of fact, it's been seen to speed up cell production by 8 times. It's very, very healing and regenerative to the skin. So because of that, it helps reduce inflammation. It's full of polysaccharides, vitamin C, beta carotene. So not only is it anti-inflammatory and healing, it's got anti-aging properties. And I started to learn all this about aloe vera, and I thought, wow, this is really powerful. So I definitely wanted aloe vera in the solution to help heal eczema. Okay, and then I found witch hazel Now, witch hazel, it's an astringent and it kind of shrinks the pores down to avoid letting dirt and particles in your skin, which is important. But because of that, it can become drying. So blending it with the aloe vera has been really a cool combination because you've got the moisturizing effects of the aloe vera, yet the astringent effects of the witch hazel. So, and you're getting benefits of both because witch hazel also has some antimicrobial properties. Witch hazel has something called tannins, which actually help fight against influenza A and other viruses. So you've got this viral boost when you use witch hazel. Witch hazel can be applied topically to cold sores and acne and stuff like that, but it's also really good for eczema. Witch hazel has antioxidants, which help neutralize free radicals. So there's just so many good things about witch hazel. Studying some of these things almost 2 decades ago and trying to figure out a formulation, I talked to my friend because she was trying to figure out a formulation as well. And we ended up coming up with this aloe vera, witch hazel, tea tree, and peppermint essential oil combination. And we added a little water and we shook it together and we came up with a spray that became a natural sanitizer. So we started using this. Instead of using the alcohol-based chemical-laden sanitizer, I just started using this tea tree peppermint spray, and it totally soothed Caleb's eczema. It didn't irritate it. It made it feel better. Now, we also needed to heal from the inside out, but as far as healing from the outside in and putting good things on the skin, this started to make his eczema go away on his hands. And I thought, well, that's amazing. So I started to spray it in his elbows where it was really itchy and behind his knees. It helped clear up his eczema in such a powerful way that we started using it every morning and every night. So this combination of aloe, witch hazel, tea tree, and peppermint essential oils, these 4 simple ingredients and common ingredients, something together, there's like this synergistic effect that makes this really powerful in making this really cool sanitizer spray. Since then, we've used it in lots of different applications, so it is awesome for eczema. I recommend it to anyone. We love it. We still use it, and we don't even have eczema going on in our house right now. When I was out and about with the kids, if somebody got a cut or a scrape, I had this sanitizer spray in my purse, and so I'd spray it on there, and we realized that it actually aided in healing of cuts and scrapes, which makes sense based on the properties of the natural ingredients. Also, it's a really easy way to apply aloe vera and tea tree and peppermint, which are very cooling, to sunburns without smearing on the aloe vera and making it get itchy and sticky. This is very soothing and cooling, and you just keep reapplying it as it dries, and it's good for sunburns that you don't want to touch. I was so excited to have this combination of essential oils, aloe vera, and witch hazel. Give it a try. You can make this at home. It's just a few simple ingredients, and if you don't want to make it at home, I'll put a link below where you can buy some of this and keep yourself stocked up with this spray, maybe at least until you can get the ingredients to make it on your own. When you're struggling with eczema, you know that washing your hands with soap and water is so drying. Like, you don't want that water on your skin. You want the water in your body, right? Hydrating you from the inside, but it doesn't do a lot of good on the outside. It's drying. And soaps a lot of times are very drying. Of course, alcohol-based sanitizer is very drying. So this is a great alternative. It's sanitizing, but it's moisturizing and healing for that eczema and for those dry skin patches, and I think you'll love it. I'd love to keep putting tips out there about healing your eczema. Please like and please subscribe. Thank you so much.